Okay, well, it's spring and why not? But rosé isn't just a wine. The hype has caught, and now there are so many ways to enjoy your rosé. And Shoana is going to show us all the different ways we can rosé all day. Let's hear it for Shoana. First of all, it's just the most beautiful thing to drink in the spring and summer. Like, it looks really pretty, and also there's so many varieties that taste really good.
Really good, and nothing says summer more than like a pink beverage, whether it's alcoholic or not alcoholic.
Totally,
but
you can do the mocktails too.
You totally can. So yes, yes way rosé all day. That is, like you said, it's a really big trend. But what a lot of people don't realize is that when it comes to wine, which is where we're going to start, all the rosés are not the same. Just because it's pink doesn't mean that it tastes the same, or that it's just like other wines. All white wines aren't the same. All red wines aren't the same. The pink ones are the same, are similar to that.
Yeah.
So first point is pink wine is actually made from red wine.
Oh, okay.
What they've done is when they're making it, they let the red skins of the grapes touch the liquid, the grape juice at that time, for just a little bit. And that's what causes the pinkness, the reddiness.
Cool.
And then they take the skins away and they make it when it's at the color of what they desire it to be. So, so if you're a red wine drinker, there's often you can parlay into, well, rosé's for both people, because white wine people like it because it's light. Red wine people like it because it's coming from often some of their favorite varietals.
Right.
So let's start with a white wine called a white Zinfandel. So this was really hot, a couple of decades ago. Some of you remember it. It was the first of the rosés that were out there. Some people, I'm going to be very general here, but some people don't consider this a rosé. Wine snobs, just give me a little room here.
It's true. Zinfandel was sort of seen as, okay, you're not a sophisticated wine drinker.
Yes, and it was actually made by mistake, but that's another story. The history of it's interesting. But what you need to know about white Zinfandel specifically is that it's sweet.
Yes.
So that's what a lot of people then associated sweetness with all these wines. That's not the case. Okay, so we started with the Zinfandel. If you like the sweetness and that the beginning of the pink wine phase, and you stick with it, you like it, you drink it. All the power to you.
Yeah, you take what you like.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
Now, if you can see, I pre-poured a bunch of them, and you can see how they're quite a different color in all of them. So this first one here is very pale in color. Yeah. It's a French style. Doesn't mean it has to be made in France. This is actually an Australian brand, Jacob's Creek, but they've made it in a French style rosé. French rosés are very serious business.
Are they are they sharper? They're drier?
That's a generalization that'll keep me in trouble. But they're going to get me in trouble. But they're going to be drier. They're not going to be sweet. None of these two ones aren't sweet. Okay. Yeah. Very light, very floral, very crispy in a general speaking. You find a brand you like. If you like, this one, Jacob's Creek. If you like their red, there's a good chance you're going to like their rosé. Okay. So that's an entry space. Now, Campo Viejo is the brand of this one. It's a Rioja. Okay. So we're getting into a Spanish wine. The grape is a Tempranillo. I'm not trying to get too high here, nerd out on you too much. But if you see how dark this one is, it is a fuller, richer flavor to it. Just like a red wine, a heavier red versus a lighter red. Still really dry and still really light. It's still a rosé.
Totally.
You're not drinking.
But it's more robust maybe than some of the lighter.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want that, a fuller palate, fuller wine, then this would be something that would please you. Okay. Okay? So pay attention. It almost goes with color. The lighter the color, the lighter the taste. The darker the color, the fuller the taste. Yes. So whatever tickles your fancy. Okay? So now we're getting into a Moscato.
It's sweet, sweet, sweet.
It's not as sweet as the white Zinfandel. Right. And here's an interesting thing about a Moscato. Again, the brand Jacob's Creek, the type of wine is the Moscato. I'll pour a little bit of it here. It has an effervescence to it. So it's not a sparkling wine. Can you see that one fizz a little bit? It's not a sparkling wine. It's because it still has this screw top. It doesn't have a cork to it, but it has a fizz. So it gives you that light, happy
summer
kind of feeling. Yeah, and I don't mean the alcohol in it. I mean the beverage.
I know.
No judgment there, but to each their own. So that's a nice one, but you're right. It's a step up. It's a little bit sweet, just a little though. So don't get too scared off that. That's a perfect lunchtime, having a salad on a patio, something. Now, I'm a girl who will never say no to a sparkling wine.
Bubbles.
Loves full bubbles, so there's lots of sparkling rosés out there. Yes. There's champagnes, there's cavas, there's no Prosecco. Prosecco is an Italian sparkling, and it's illegal for them to do it in their area. They're working on it. They're trying to catch up.
Okay.
So this one is a Moscato still, so you've got some sweetness, but it's full bubbles. Like we're dealing with a full amount of sparkle like you would a champagne or a something.
Lovely.
So you can pick your bubble content, your sweetness content, and your fullness when it comes to your rosés. Okay, all that made sense?
It all makes sense. I'm learning a lot here.
Okay, good, good. This was the point.
That's good.
Yay. Okay, so then I wanted to talk about packaging. Okay, so you've got all sorts of packaging options. You've got rosés that come in a can, like this one from Rockaway. You've got, of course, got bottles. You have Terrapacks. You have bags.
Yeah.
You have boxes.
Yes.
So if you're on the move or on the transit, you're having a picnic, you're eating outside,
Not
you're a
on
park
public
or something.
transit.
No. Thank you very much.
That transit.
Thank you. So this one is also have bubbles. It's a rosé bubble, but it's in a can.
Oh, that looks good.
So
it's just a cute little, I love the packaging.
I know, right? They come in a little four-pack, and it's really easy to go. And I like it because I don't want to open a whole bottle sometimes because I'm just going to drink it. Right. And that's not good on a Wednesday. So I like the idea that I can have a single serve,
just a little one, yeah.
We want to drink it on a Wednesday. Again, no judgment here. We're all friends. We're all friends. Okay, so that takes care of the wine. If you're not a wine drinker, you're like, what about me? I want rosé. Okay, there's some really, really fantastic things.
Beer?
This is a cider, apple cider. So it's Strongbow apple cider. Okay, it's brand new. It's pink as well. It gets pink because it's made like from red grapes. It's made from red apples. So it's the same. There's no artificial. You don't need artificial nowadays. We have like all the good natural ways of doing that now. It's gluten-free. For those that are really interested, that need that. You're only going to drink this over ice. You absolutely have to put this over ice. Yeah. It is so delicious, and so it's an alcoholic beverage made from apples as opposed made to grapes.
That makes sense? Okay. That's a good summer drink.
And special occasions, right?
Yes.
Girl brunch, hello. Okay, now, pink gin.
Wow.
This gets me so excited. Okay, so, Beefeater pink. Yeah. This is not the color of the bottle, it's the color of the liquid. Yes. It is a gin that has a very slight strawberry taste. Okay. But I say very slight, so don't get scared away if you're a gin drinker. Wildly smooth. I was very impressed when I tried it.
Oh, I think I can kind of smell it.
Yeah, you bet you can.
Just a little bit of strawberry.
And again, it's natural. And all we're doing is mixing the gin with tonic water.
What a
easy.
Beautiful
You know, it doesn't have to be hard. And gin is one of the absolute hottest spirits going now. Yes. And then the summer, the cocktail of the summer. This is Malibu rum. Yeah. What screams summer more than coconut rum? Yes. So we're going to do the coconut rum, which is not pink, but we're going to mix it with sparkling wine rosé. Ooh. I know, and make a spritz. Rum rosé. And we're going to throw in some pretty little strawberries and a mint, and you're all set.